this whole scenario is controlled by a plan drawn up by the global elite, which we also call the Illuminati, and it fulfills Bible prophecy. You've got to step back and realize that what's happening in the world is that the elite, through a plan called the Club of Rome, has reorganized the world into 10 super nations, just like Daniel 7:7-8 says. Okay, and the Club of Rome published the map. They published the map in 1972, and around the world, these super nations are starting to come together. I mean, you've got the North American Union. That's been on a back burner, but it's been, the three nations have been working out all the details. Soon they're going to spring it on us. You've got Latin and South America coming together as a one nation with a single government, a single parliament, a single currency. That's all been set up. That's drawing together. Nations 7 and 8, or Nation 7 is North Africa and the Middle East, and those wars that we've been fighting there are bringing this supernation together. Supernation number 8 is Central and Southern Africa, and the wars there are removing all the dictators and all the obstacles to a single government for that region. Number 8, which is South and Southeast Asia. Number 9. Number 9 is called ASEAN, ASEAN. That's South and Southeast Asia. They've set the end of 2015 as the deadline by which they're going to be a single nation.
That's not that far off.
No.
Huh.
Okay? Now, what's happening in Russia is that nation number 5, Russia and Eastern Europe, are starting to come together. Russia formed an organization several years ago called the Customs Union. And that is like NAFTA. That's a free trade agreement. Mm. And all the nations that are on the map, all those nations, all those Eastern European nations that you can't pronounce, Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, all those, they're all part of nation number 5. And it's all coming together just fine, except Western Ukraine doesn't want to be part of Russian rule again. And so the West has jumped in and fomented, a big, brouhaha, and looks like Russia may have to invade if they're going to pull Ukraine in. Either that or Ukraine's going to break up into two, and Western Ukraine will go with the EU, and Eastern Ukraine will go with, and the Crimean Peninsula will go with Russia. But that's what's happening. It's not happening in a vacuum. Putin is not acting on his own like a madman.
Yeah.
It's all happening because Russia, which is the head of supernation number 5, is beginning to draw her nations to herself.
And David, if people Google the Club of Rome map, they can see it, right? It's no doubt out there.
They can go to cuttingedge.org and scroll down on the left, and they'll see a tannish looking button that says Daily News Updates. Click on that. I publish that map nearly every day.
Yeah.
In fact, I do publish it lately. I've been publishing it every day.
But it can be found on the web too if they just come
Absolutely.
up. You're saying it's common knowledge as far as it's not a hidden plan.
No, they published it in a book published, 1972 called "Mankind at the Turning Point." It was one of the chapters.
What are we turning to? That's the thing.
We're turning into a single world government that will be led by the Masonic Christ, which the Bible calls Antichrist. So when you all this is being driven by prophecy. And if you read Daniel 7:7-8 carefully, you will discover that the first thing Daniel sees is the world is reorganized into 10. Then after they're reorganized, then he destroys 3 of those 10. But up until the time he arises, the plan comes together without war. There's no war mentioned in this scenario in Daniel 7, verse 7.
So we're seeing a lot of saber rattling here, you know.